out of the system. If at all you, in case you also do, please come back again.
Sure,
It's
I'll
just,
do
you have
that.
to just log into the system. So,
Perfect.
welcome, Preeti to Psych Talks with Psychologists, and you can just start with a brief introduction, and then we can go ahead with the topic.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me here on board and talk about the art therapy, which is very much acceptable, widely acceptable subject nowadays, and people are getting into the art therapy to know it more in profound manner. So, giving a brief introduction about me, I've done my PhD in clinical psychologist and a child psychology. And the topic which I chose was understanding child psychology through drawing, sketching, and painting. And I've been experiencing this, I've been practicing my art therapy since 10 years. So, giving a brief introduction about art therapy is like art therapy is not limited to any particular age group or something. It's widely accepted, it's therapeutic, because not only it's all about understanding a human behavior, but it also helps you to understand the ability and to focus the person is going through, because it is connected to your soul, to your body, to your brain, right? So you understand the
Right,
individual as a whole, right? So when
right.
a client is doing an art in front of you, you can experience that thing, you can see how the person feels, how he explores the things in front of you, and that makes a different that will give you a different perception how an individual is, rather than being judgmental to it. Yes.
Okay. So basically,
Yeah.
Preeti, you answered my first question. I was going to ask you what is art therapy all about. If you want to
Yes,
elaborate more on it, you can go ahead and elaborate. So otherwise, I'll go ahead
for
for the next
sure.
question.
No, because art and art therapy, it is very important for a person to understand. If I speak in a layman term, right, हम जो स्कूल में ड्राइंग करते हैं वो एक आर्ट एजुकेशन है, right? When a
Right.
teacher draw on a board, they draw a mountain, जो आज भी हमारे जहन में वही एक mindset है. If teacher asks us to draw a landscape, that means आप draw करिए, एक पहाड़
हम
होता
वही
है,
ड्रॉ कर
sun
देते
होता
हैं.
है, रे एक पानी का होता है, उसमें दो मछलियां होती है, boat होती है. This is what art education is, right? But when we talk about art therapy, is creating something about your own self, right? आप किसी को बताने के लिए ड्रॉ नहीं कर रहे हैं, आप अपने आप को समझने के लिए ड्रॉ करते हैं. एंड द पर्सन, आप किसी भी आर्टिस्ट को आप देखेंगे, right? So they doodle it. This is again a new term which has come into an art therapy, Zentangle. Again, this is another new term to de-stress
Okay.
themselves, right? And to keep them away from the society for time being and being with their own self. So art
Right.
therapy has a wider definition in terms of, when I have done my research, it's a wider definition. It's a sky is the limit, if I say, right? So
Okay.
through it is like it's creating art and reflecting on the art products, right? And the process, people can increase awareness of self and others. Basically,
Mm-hmm.
this is what I can give you a one liner definition of this. So when we speak about, so parents need to understand, जब बच्चा ड्राइंग करता है तो उसको ड्राइंग करने से हटाओ मत. अगर कुछ क्रिएटिव कर रहा है तो उसे प्लीज उसे मत उसको डिस्टर्ब मत करिए. जस्ट सी व्हाट योर चाइल्ड इज डूइंग,
True.
ऑब्जर्व द चाइल्ड, because that
Mm-hmm.
is one way of expressing his emotions and feelings towards it. So this is very important कि
Absolutely.
आप आर्ट एडुकेट कर रहे हैं या उसको समझ रहे हैं. You parents need to
Mm-hmm.
understand, because आर्ट को काफी लोग अभी सीरियसली नहीं लेते हैं.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one request through this media, like through this medium, I would
Absolutely.
rather like look to explain the parents also कि आप इसको थोड़ा importance दीजिए, because this can give you a lot information about your child. You might be misjudging it.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Absolutely. It's open to keep your avenues. It's good to keep your avenues open actually.
exactly,
Um,
exactly.
so yeah, that's I think a very brief understanding about an art therapy. So Preeti, since also a clinical psychologist and you might have an understanding of other therapeutic modalities, how is art
Yes.
therapy different from other modalities? If you could just throw some light on that.
Speaking about this thing, art therapy, when we do art therapy in a clinical setting, it is
Mm-hmm.
very important आपके पास कैसा client आता है, first thing,
Mm-hmm.
and what are the issues that you are seeing in that person. The major different modality that I see when I conduct art therapy is that you let the client be. You are not
Yes.
questioning anything to a client, to a patient, basically, right? You are giving a space to your patient, to a client, wherever you are, whenever you are conducting this. So the person is not being cautious or conscious that he is being judged, he is being questioned, and he has given a space for what he wants to do. Later, whatever comes, that is a different scenario, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that gives me one way of understanding my client, in a way that I give them space, I don't question. There is nobody in my cabin when I'm doing this session. No family members has to be present, because it is my and my clients
Yeah. Preeti, are you there? I think Preeti's just got logged out, and I'm sure she'll join us in another few moments. And before that, till that, let me say a quick hi and welcome to all of you, Neetu, Gayatri, Kalyani, Vaishali, Geeta, questions. And we are waiting for uh, you know also you guys can also share your understanding of what do you know about, and obviously you can ask any questions that you have with regards to art therapy.
hello.
Yes, Preeti is there. She's coming. Yes,
I'm
Preeti, we are
sorry.
here. We are here. Just a
Yeah.
moment. You will be visible in a moment on the screen.
Okay.
Yeah, just give me a moment.
Sure. Okay.
Yes. So
So
I lost you
sorry.
for a few moments, and you're welcome back. No problem.
All right.
Yes. So
So yeah, yeah. So answering to that.
you were
So
talking about that there's a confidentiality between you and the client,
yeah,
and there's nobody else,
exactly.
you know,
Right.
hindering the
So
process.
when, yeah, so that gives me a success rate when I'm conducting a session with my patient. So that is a different, very different modality that I can have with my clients, right? And I guarantee in a manner that you can see the positive result out of that, rather being just being you and your client, in a way.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Preeti, we'll say a quick hi. I have said a hi to everybody. You can also say a hi from your end to everybody who's watching us on FB Live.
Sure.
And
Hello,
I'm going to
everyone.
take up a question. So I'm going to take up the questions, but before that, I have a question that what are the key principles with respect to art therapy while you apply art therapy, or
See,
you keep in
first,
mind while you're working with art therapy?
see, when I conduct
Yeah.
an art therapy, few things which I take into consideration is, first thing, I need to take the history of a patient. Things cannot go, I just
Mm-hmm.
cannot ask anybody just to do a drawing in front of me and I just analyze it and interpret it and do the counseling sessions. No, it doesn't go like that. It's very
Mm-hmm.
important to understand the history of the patient, first thing.
Mm-hmm.
As per
Mm-hmm.
the diagnosis and prognosis that I get, I designed the therapy that, okay, I need to go with the art therapy with this patient and to know more about it. Because what happens is, when you are taking a history of a patient, you
Mm-hmm.
never get the entire information in one go. You cannot reach to the root cause in one go. And when, again, another key things, that what is the age group of that person, right? If you're working with a child, the process is different. When you're the process is different. When you're working with an aged people, teenagers, and every time when you work with the age, that makes a different process. So,
Okay.
keeping that in mind, I understand the prognosis, the history. When I need to go more in depth about the individual, what exactly that
Mhm.
person is going through, or what is still that person is keeping behind in his subconscious mind, then I ask the person to go for the art therapy. And
Mm.
after the art therapy is done, the interpretation is done, and then the counseling is taken place by keeping the parents in loop, because it is again very important to keep the family mates in loop to understand what your person, what the individual is going through, and you need to understand it, because few things cannot be spoken out. There are few things which are still in our subconscious mind, and we are not able to present that in our words. So that is why art therapy is conducted, right? So,
So,
two main things which I would rather again focus on: first, understand the history of the patient; second, what is the age group you are working with. Just do not imply art therapy or execute art therapy with the patient just by looking at it, or just being, just दो तीन चीजें बोली है you, because we do, being a professional psychologist, when few symptoms does come in front of us, like ठीक है यही होता है, यही problem, because this is very evident,
going by the
right?
book.
Yes, but there are still many things which are kept inside in the patient, which we need to figure out for the better result and for the better understanding, because you are working with the patient for a longer run, not for a shorter period of time.
Absolutely. Yeah, that does
Yes.
make sense. So we'll take up few questions that I think we have from the audience, and what have they asked? Okay, there is more scope of expression through art. How to do art therapy? Okay, how to do art therapy? I think Rashpal, she's already covered, or she may just put some light on it. How to do art therapy as in use art therapy? She's already in working on that.
Hmm.
Um, can we apply art therapy in a school setting? That's the question from Rajalakshmi.
Exactly, this could be the best way to present that in school, because majority of the problems come through school, right? Because what's
Okay.
happened at home, yeah, maximum problems you get, you can see through schools, because in the bunch of 60 students or 50 students, if a one single child is not being understood, the teacher has to take care of 40 students, right? They cannot pay attention to one child, so that child is left behind. And many a times it happens that teachers are not able to understand also that what his child is going through. Yeah, so there is a possibility that child is having a behavioral issue, the child is having a learning disability, right? uh,
Hmm.
there are many other issues that a child grow through, because either it is
Mhm.
an environmental, home environmental problem, that's because of that the child is not able to cope. And the sudden outburst of the teacher comes कि मेरी बात सुनता नहीं है, इसको लिखना नहीं आता, parents are not paying attention to it, and they have their own assumptions and hypotheses, basically.
So, hmm.
Yes, please go ahead.
I just had a question. Question just popped up to me. That thing that you said, that they don't have, and at times they're not aware about. Teachers are not aware about it. So, do you think a
Exactly.
certain kind of psycho education, a basic psycho education to them also can help them to identify if there is certain things that are happening with children, uh, which they find that they are little different, and that
Certainly.
explored further.
Certainly, it is very important to educate the teachers also. Psychoeducation is equally important, not only for the parents but also for the teachers and the principals across India. Because nowadays, when we see that both the parents are working, it's a nuclear family, or the kids are being raised under their grandparents, parents are not able to pay attention. So there are many problems that go through, a child goes through, basically, right? There are emotional disturbance, emotional problems, like attachment problems are there. So to understand that, teachers has to be educated very well if the child is
Hmm.
not behaving properly. So because now I can see the counselors are being hired in the school also by the name of school
Yes.
counselors. So
Yes.
they need to be taking care of it, need to understand, need to go to the root cause, like having a profound knowledge about why child is behaving it, and to educate the parents.
Hmm.
And it's needed to be taken a necessary action, because if you
Hmm.
can't handle your child at a certain age, it can cause a problem when they grow. Either it can be an
Hmm.
emotional disturbance or a personality issues that can, possibilities are there. We do not just assure that, but there are possibilities of getting a personality issues also at times. So you need to balance. Parents need to understand when the child is at a tender age, they need to pay attention to their basic needs actually. So when they grow, they are able to manage their own emotional things, or how to cope with the society. But when they need their mother
Right.
or father, they need to be present physically.
True. Very true. Especially during the early years of, say, 5 to 6 years, is where
Exactly.
they are in full. They need the full support to make up their mental makeup.
True, sir. True.
Preeti, thank you. Preeti, there's one more question, which is how art therapy is useful with children with special need.
A very good question. To answer that, I'll be happy that somebody raised this question. When we talk about special kids like autistic kids or Down syndrome kids, right? This helps them to put their imagination, their perspective on the drawing, and you won't be able to imagine that it is their point of view, their perception when they are doing it. Because if they are not normal, they are specially able, so they are always gifted with something or the other thing. Where I've been working with special kids, I have done many art therapy sessions with them, and I have seen tremendous result when where it works for fine motor skills for them. They come out with different ideologies of them, right? Because what we have a mindset of when we see colors, when we see canvas or paper colors, whatever, but they have their own way of working with it. If you sit with them, if I
Right.
can say, if you sit with a high high functioning autistic kids, you will enjoy talking with them in terms of their interest. If you speak about, if I give you an example, a very good example, I had a high functioning autistic kid in Vadodara, and I was looking at him. His interest towards the railway engineering was tremendous, and when you sit with him and ask
Wow.
him a question, you won't reach to his answer. You will find difficulty why we are not diverting his mind towards it. If you ask him to prepare the entire thing, he will do it. So for him, if you ask him to draw also, he'll do it in a different manner. The minute details that we miss, they will not miss. So this is how you can understand the IQ of the child also. They are not
Absolutely.
normal as other normal, but they are highly functioning kids, which parents are deteriorating them. This is what I've observed, because
Yeah.
they
So
want to. Please go ahead.
so basically in their terms, in parents terms, तो ऐसा आता है कि हमारे हिसाब से नॉर्मल होना चाहिए बच्चा. अब वो
Exactly.
नॉर्मल दूसरा नॉर्मल भी हो सकता है. It's not necessary to be a particular a normal. It can be B
No,
normal also.
एग्जैक्टली. सो बिकॉज ये तभी होता है जब सोसाइटी एक्सेप्ट नहीं करती है. दिस इज अ मेजर
True.
प्रॉब्लम दैट वी सी. Autistic kids and Down syndrome kids, low functioning kids है या high functioning kids है, और many others, schizophrenic है, personality disorders है, whatever we see that, it is a major problem that society are not accepting it, and they are putting a name tag on them, which is disturbing
Hmm.
to the parents also. And looking at the scenario at current stage, this has created a problem for the parents to see their child as not as unique as they are, but as they want their child to be normal as they are, as the other kids are actually.
Right.
So this is the major issue which I see right now.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for putting light on the special need children. And so there's a question from John that can art therapy be used with couples?
Yes, it can. Uh, Couples, if I say, see, art therapy can be used in any perspective, not only a couple therapy, but also for the bonding of the family, also where I call it a family group therapy.
Mm.
We call it couple group therapy, right?
Mhm.
So, introduction of this art therapy towards the couple, that can definitely 110% can strengthen their emotional bonds with the partner. Because what happens is, many a times, as I said, the both the parents are working, and Many a times they are not able to balance their personal and professional life. So किसी का frustration कहीं निकलता है, किसी का frustration कहीं निकलता है, and understanding को misunderstanding में भी हो जाता है. So there are many misconceptions increases. So to keep that in a balancing flow, we conduct art therapy with the couple to understand. That makes me understand. I have done a couple art therapy with one of my client also, and that gave me a beautiful picture about it, that both the couples are at same level. It's not that the understanding is very same. They likes to take care of each other in a beautiful manner, but some of the other reason, because of the third person's interference, things are getting haywire. And it is important for both the partners to understand, if they have this open interaction, open communication with each other, and there is a understanding between each other, right? And that can be resolved in a beautiful manner. But again, you need to come willingnessly together to put it into an act, that they want to
True.
make it happen. And if if I speak about the couple group therapy, it's more
Mm-hmm.
than one couple are working together. So again, you can see
Mm-hmm.
the different like the picture, the perception, the things coming up when you're seeing that. So it strengthens their bond, not only emotionally but also physically. Their
Mm-hmm.
confidence increases, and the love gets stronger when you do art therapy together. But again, what source, what medium, what material, how you are conducting the process is equally important. It's just not that you are giving a paper or everything and you do it. The methodology, it has to
Mm-hmm.
be in a structured manner, because again, as I
Right.
said before, you need to understand what is the history, what is the core problem that they are going through, and then you need to conduct a session. You just cannot go and when you're working in a clinical setting, but when you design a group art therapy with, then again it is a different process.
True.
Yeah.
Right. Lovely. Preeti, next thing would be that why it is important for psychologists to know about art therapy. So somebody is not practicing um,
Hmm.
art therapy and would like to inculcate and integrate it in their work, or those who are already doing. What is it?
Hmm.
Why is it important for them to know about art
See,
and
basically,
the benefits? Mm.
everybody is turning towards new way of working, in the terms of when I say that it is a psychology thing, right? Everybody have their own way of conducting a session. Everybody are coming up with their own theories and research. I would rather say I'm the one who has done research in art therapy. I've never gone for any session, classes for that. Now if you
Mhm.
can see that there are different classes conducted for expressive art therapy, and art therapy classes conduct किए जाते हैं, universities भी हैं. But it is important, because if you are channelizing, if you are keeping yourself upgraded with something, that will help you to explore more in depth about the human psychology,
Right.
right? Human behavior. Because being a psychologist or practicing psychologist, at one moment of a time, I will not go for any psychological test. If you tell me that you recommend anybody an aptitude test, I would rather say no, because my way of working with the client is different, because it's just a
Yes.
paper pencil test, and you give 50 pages का report, and उसमें आप फिर भी कुछ conclude तो नहीं कर रहे, you are giving everything in one book. आप ये भी करा सकते हो, ये भी करा सकते हो, ये भी करा सकते हो, but ultimately you are putting yourself and your child in a confusion only, in a dilemma, basically. So my way of conducting, if you see your child in a different manner, if you go for an art session or art therapy session, if a psychologist are doing that, so it can give them a different way of working with a different client, knowing their history about it, knowing the diagnosis and prognosis, and what works better for them, right? If you talk about depression, so there are different phases of depression: acute, moderate, and profound, right?
Right.
There are many patients who doesn't want to go for a medication, pharmacology therapy, right? So there you can counsel, and top of it you can comorbid the sessions along with the counseling and art therapy, you combine these together and see the result out of it. When you're working with
Right.
an anxious patient, if it is an anxiety patient, if you're working with them, again there are different levels, right? So you need to understand what phase it is. You design the sessions for the client, and you again, art therapy and counseling together, you see the changes in the patient. So this is how you can design your session. But it is important, again I am repeating the same thing, the key principle, that you need to understand the history of the patient. You just don't go haywire. If you want to go a free association test, just if you're working with a kid, right, and you want to know more about it, if because he is not verbal enough to speak out his
Mm.
problems, then you can go, okay, let's to build a rapport also, that will help to a psychologist. Okay, let's play. Now again, there is a play therapy is a new term. There is again different classes to be taken for the play therapy. So you play with the child, you understand, because again it's a non-verbal communication for a child, and he is representing his inner thoughts while playing with the
Okay.
toys, right? This is a free association method to understand it.
Yes.
Again you ask, yeah, so when you're working with the kid, you can give, chalo, let's have a, this is a paper, pencil, color, what you would like to draw. And if the child is drawing, that will help you to build the rapport. The child can trust you, you can build the trust with the child, and you can understand, if you're smart enough to catch the loops with the child drawing, you can understand where the child stands right now, and you can design the sessions with the child. So psychologists, practicing psychologists and professionals should know what is happening around the world, what is widely accepted. Nobody is going to deny that you go for a psychological test if it is needed, when it is needed. But if there is
Absolutely.
other way around, why not to try it out?
Explore it. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Very well. So Preeti, can we say that art? So you've also given us an overall process of how art therapy works. So would you say it's a
Right.
structured or an unstructured process?
It is a structured process.
That
It
structured
is
process.
completely structured process because um, you are working with what age group, as I said. You need to
Yes.
understand them
Mm.
differently. When you're working individual with the client in a clinical setting, there is a different process, as I said already. When you're
Yeah.
working with corporates or a group of people,
Mm-hmm.
you're
Mm-hmm.
designing the entire process for them, right? So again, the age matters, okay? And what do you
Mm-hmm.
want to try? What are you trying to get it from them? I have conducted a group session for the marketing people to
Mm-hmm.
understand their way of working and how they can increase their marketing in the society. So we have conducted
Wow.
that sessions with them also, with the designing company also. So for if I'm working for designing a program for the designing company, those who are working for the brochures and everything, so I need to understand their brain first, and then the group of people, like this, it is a different genre, like different peer group, and you are designing it for them. So it has
It
to be
looks
in a structured manner.
it looks quite interesting to what you're saying to go about
It is
understanding
indeed.
with a non-psychological field when you use it. Great.
Trust me, it's very interesting, because when I work with it, I enjoy, because the way they paint it, and they put their imagination into it, and when they come up, when they explain their things, it's so many things come up. They are expressing a lot, and they are not even aware about it, what they are trying to explain. And it is difficult for them to accept that, okay, this is what I am, where I am, and this is what I'm going through. So you need to be very careful when you are conducting a group art session, because there are many things which are confidential. You don't nobody likes that you speak up in front of the other people.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that again gives me like idea, like when there is a group of 50 people in a company, and there are different age groups, and when you are conducting a session, you can see
Mm.
like which team is leading and which team is not leading. You can definitely figure it out, so you can understand how to balance them, and you can give the report to the director that this is what is going in your company, you need to take care of it. So this is a
Okay.
fun part also, but yes, it is important that how do you present it to the mass, because few things which is not be spoken out, which it has to be not to be spoken out. Like
Absolutely.
yeah.
Lovely. So, Preeti, my next question would be that so, in what kind of issues or client would you recommend, out and out recommend art therapy?
See, art therapy can be used in any manner. There is no limitations, or there is no boundaries where you cannot conduct art therapy sessions.
In fact, I was going
It's
to
as
ask you, are there any limitations? Also, the next question.
no, there are no limitations. It is like a skies is the limit. It can work very well when you are working with an emotionally disturbed patient. When it work very well when you have a depression cases, anxiety cases. For the kids also, when you want to work with their behavioral problems, ADHD, when we speak about, which is very
Yes.
common nowadays. This is helpful to the psychologist when they are conducting such sessions. Most importantly, kids with learning disability, where you can work with them, because in learning disability there are many categories. It's not just reading, writing,
Yeah. Yeah.
or mathematical things, but there are different ways how you can conduct the session for the learning disabilities. uh, Adults with mental issues, PTSD,
Mm-hmm.
that is post traumatic stress, right?
Yeah.
More important, again, when you're working with an aged people, I'm talking about 60 or something. If you
Oh,
want
wow.
to know about them also, you can conduct such sessions, because that works like a distressing for them,
Mm-hmm.
right? That helps them with the Parkinson patient also. So
Oh,
it is
there's
a
no limit.
wider subject. There is no
Yes.
limit. So it is only thing, when you are working with a histrionic patient, you need to be little aware about it, that how you are conducting the session. So as I said earlier, you need to be little aware about the history of the patient when you are working in a clinical setting, and how you are conducting a session, how you want to
Mm-hmm.
design your session. So the advantage that you get, that you can design your session with the client when you're working with art therapy in a clinical setting,
Mm.
right? So this is the biggest advantage
Okay.
of it. So you can conduct this in at any level. I was doing this art therapy with one of my cancer patient in hospital for 2 months,
Okay.
and the success rate that I was very happy, because I promised that lady that I'll make sure that you go home, and she managed through art therapy, and she was at home. She conducted her sessions positively, and she had a beautiful life. She was on the last stage of cancer, but I made the promise, and through art therapy session, things worked out very well for her. So it's like, it's the sky's the limit.
Right.
So you can
So,
conduct
what?
that anywhere. Yeah.
Lovely. So, what would be your take be on this? You have these days this adult coloring books that are available in the market.
Hmm.
People do it
Mandalas.
on their own. Yes. No, besides mandalas, also you get a lot of adult coloring books that are available. What's your take on
Right.
it?
See, everything has been marketed in a different manner. Uh, Mandalas or coloring book that helps to divert your mind when somebody is doing that, to distress themselves in a
Mm.
professional environment. And that works for many of them, because the vibrant colors that they use, that gives them happiness and keeping aloof from the work pressure for time being. So I have no grudges about it. It's good for people because it's working very well. Because many of them, they hesitate to use pencil or brush. They can't just,
Yes.
because they say that I don't know drawing. But when you do an art therapy with any age group, it is not mandatory that one should be knowing drawing. If you
Drawing.
don't know drawing, if you're not an artist, it's not a problem. Nobody is going to judge you on that part. We are doing a therapy, right? But if somebody is doing a coloring and can able to relax themselves for timing, it's good for them. So it's good
Perfect.
in a way. Yeah.
Makes sense. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
So let's say if we have more questions, there are a lot of questions. Okay. So Suvarna has asked a question that when any child with will draw nature's things in art therapy, then how will you explain which are the factors important?
See, first thing, if the child's draw nature thing, for me, it plays an important role that what sort of color the child is using,
Mm-hmm.
right? Uh, Another thing, what size of the paper that he's drawing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And after it is done, I would like to talk with the child that what was going in his mind when he was drawing this. Because when a
Mm-hmm.
child is drawing, there has to be some connection. The child doesn't draw just like that.
Okay.
So, yes. So, it is important for me to what color combinations, what sort of things that he's doing it, and how he's doing it. Either he's standing or doing. For me, the entire environment plays a vital role when I'm doing this session. So, yes.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yes.
Great.
So only on
I'm
the
sure
basis
this
of
will.
that I can.
Mhm.
So only on the basis of that I can select the what are the factors or what are the stresses that I can choose it from. What I can get it.
Okay, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I'm sure, Suvarna, that answers your question. And Malika has one more question that is, ma'am, after the interpretation of the drawing, the analysis of the drawing, how do you go about with the analysis? So once you've interpreted, how do you go about with the analysis?
See, analysis happens like in a day basically.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm getting a drawing of any individuals, for say, for example, if I'm talking about an adult, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that gives me a little gist about the personality of a person, that what sort of a personality you are. Again, it comes like if I'm doing a free association with the adult or I'm going with the different process, right? If I'm doing a free association with you, that will give me a uh, brief introduction about it, and I make a report of it, or else
Mm-hmm.
I the report is made and then I sit with the person to discuss about the problems, about the personality, and what is exactly the current state of his thing. Another way around is when I'm doing a controlled I give them the topic and they draw, so that give me more profound information about the individual life. If it
Right.
is, if there is some problem or psychological problem that he is going through, or if it is a couple, that gives me more information that what is exactly that person mental state right now. And after looking that, I sit with the client, looking into the drawing, I interpret it, and then we open up slowly and gradually, because it is important, very important, that the individual needs to accept it. If there is no acceptance, there is no willingness, the process cannot go smoothly.
Absolutely. Makes
Yeah, so
sense.
analysis happens in a day, and we make sure that whenever we do analysis, the patient or the client is present with us, and we open up in front of them, and only with the
Mm-hmm.
consent of the patient we share the things with the family mates, or if he doesn't want, we don't, then session goes nice.
Right. So there's also one more question that what is the explanation of colors? As in, how do you go about with colors when you
See, if I
are
speak
enamel
of
dyeing?
uh, colors have a various definition. If I say, uh, अगर कोई भी आम आदमी को पूछोगे तो रेड कलर इज फॉर लव, या तो गुस्से का है, ऑरेंज कलर इज फॉर दिस, येलो कलर इज फॉर calmness, blue color is for calmness and cool, black color is for darkness. But when we do a therapy or something, फॉर इंडिविजुअल, किसी के लिए भी कोई भी कलर सिग्निफिकेंट करता है, वो अलग अलग डिफरेंट करता है, right? So if black color is for you, it is black color is for darkness and depth, but for me black color gives me a confident,
It's
right? So it
classy.
differs.
Yes.
Right, right. So in psychology, it is already said, it has already been noted somewhere, that blue color is considered to be a depressive color, but for many of them blue color gives them a different charm. So
Yes.
I never go with the definition when it's a color combination or it is analyzing the color. But yes, when I'm doing a therapy, when child or an individual is using such colors, definitely I counter question my client that why this color. And if things come up, because there is always a connection with with the colors of the child when they are using it. So it differs again, because every individual is different and every individual's connection is different. So there is no proper definition in terms when I do the interpretation of color and the drawing together. So as
Correct.
it's a beautiful movie. If I can give you the Pink,
Sure.
जो पिंक मूवी थी, इफ उसमें
Ah,
आपने सुना होगा, बच्चा बोलता है मैंने पिंक किया तो टीचर ने डांटा, राइट? बट देन मदर
I
सेड कि इफ
haven't
यू
seen.
वांट
I
योर,
haven't watched. I'll definitely
प्लीज
go through
वॉच
it.
इट. It's little disturbing, but it's a beautiful movie.
Oh, that's okay.
But
We'll check.
but mother says if you want your sky to be pink, do it. Nobody can question it. It is like that. So if I want my sky to be pink, I will do it. So if you want your sky to be blue, you do it. It's like that. It's very simple.
Absolutely. Very well put across, sir. Um, so I think there's a question from Geeta, and she's asking about difference between art therapy and metaphor therapy. So before you go ahead, I'd like to tell Geeta that Geeta, we already had a metaphor therapy session earlier, as in, so if you want, you can have some clarity from there. And art therapy is something that we're still going on with. And if Preeti has something to say about art therapy and metaphor therapy, you can just put some light on it.
See, metaphor therapy is a therapy which you can do it with adults, right? And even with the kids also. But metaphor is something that gives you, as I said, the process is different with adults. You can use metaphor therapy with them, but you need to be
Mhm.
smart enough what topic you are giving it to them and how you are taking out the information from that drawing. So this is how it differs. So I guess I can give it a highlight to this term.
Okay. Okay. So there is a question from Kalyani. As a student counselor, I use the art to build rapport with the child. Okay, that's great,
Perfect.
Kalyani. And if there's a question from Gayatri, if a client is severely depressed due to which the client has shown behavioral issues, will art therapy work?
It will, but you need to first build a rapport with the child, or from with the patient, and
Mm-hmm.
because if it is severely depressed, then you need to figure out to what extent. If
Mm-hmm.
because initially he may or may not come up with any positive things to in front of you, so it may take some time to open up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if it is that acute, then I would rather suggest take the medical help also. And parallelly, you can go with the counseling and art therapy and then medical therapy together, because you need to
Okay,
take out the willingness of the patient that he can do something if it is severely depressed. So you need to bring him out from that zone first.
absolutely. So there's one more question that what is the ethical issue in art therapy? So is there some you need to keep some kind of ethical guidelines in mind? I think that's what Rakesh is asking.
See, ethical guidelines is that whenever you are doing a therapy with the person in a clinical setting, especially in the clinical setting, make sure
Mhm.
that you don't judge anyone. uh, Give the space to them.
Mhm.
Without the patient consent, do not present anything that you find through a drawing interpretation in front of the parents or the family mates. Don't do that. uh, Other than that, there is no any problem, or you know things that you do confidential things which you need to be taking care of.
Mm.
Otherwise, give
Mm.
them the space, let them be what they are. When you are able to find out something, just make sure the way you present in front of them, the
Mhm.
acceptance needs to be there. But if you are just putting something which you find out and the patient just go astound and something like that, that is a difficulty where you can find to rebuild the the rapport with the
Yeah.
patient.
So
So you need to
basically,
be
it can
cautious.
backfire.
Yeah, so you need to be cautious when you find out, and whenever you want to say something that this is what you found, and the way you present it, that is very important. So just make sure with that.
Right. So I think there's one more question that how can art therapy be used with building self-esteem?
Child esteem. Okay.
Self-esteem.
When you self-esteem, right. When you first take an art therapy with a child, go with the free association test. See where your child stands.
Hmm.
फ्री एसोसिएशन मीन्स आप पहले बच्चे को बोले कि कुछ भी ड्रॉ करके या कुछ भी करो. So where you are not giving any topic or you are, you're just trying to observe the child, where your child is standing. First thing, uska
Hmm.
mental state kya hai, how is he
Hmm.
putting things on the paper or something like that. That will
Hmm.
give you a little idea about your child's mental state.
Hmm.
Slowly and gradually try to understand when you talk with your child. After you see the observation of your
Hmm.
child, after you then go with the process of it. Sit with your child. What is going on? Why is it not opening up? That is very important to understand why the child is not speaking his problem. When you see when the child started reciprocating to the answers of yours, questions to of yours, once you see that this is a loophole, try to take an action, because somewhere self-esteem is disturbed because he is dealing with some or the other problem where he's not getting support from the family or from the school. So you need to
Okay.
find out that, and if you figure out that this is a problem, start take an action and take the child into confidence. And once the child start trusting you, you can see the changes in the drawing as well.
Great.
So you need to
And so that
understand.
gives. Hmm.
Yeah, it is very important to see where your child stands. उसका mental state क्या है, वो क्यों बोल नहीं रहा है, why he or she is behaving in this manner. It's very important. If you can
So.
make sure that that your child trusts you in all the possible ways, you can see the
Hmm.
changes
Hmm.
positively.
So, Monica, I think that answers your question. And Madhuri's question is, what form of art therapy do you suggest, and uh, what would be the techniques that you would suggest?
Art therapy can be done in any way. There is no boundaries, as I said. If you want to go with the crayons, if you want to go with the poster colors, if you want to go with the watercolors, if you want to go with the collage of any newspaper or magazine, you do the collage of it. uh, Making anything from the waste material, any form of art is an art. Any XYZ
Mm-hmm.
form of art is an art, right? So
Right.
engineering is an art. They gather all the junk and they create something. It is an art. So
Right.
there is no limitation into it, right? Techniques,
Mm-hmm.
I would rather suggest, like, when, again, the age group that you're working with, if you see there is a fine motor problem with a person, I'm speaking about a child, then you need to figure out how you can work on the fine motor skills. There are many activities has been designed already, right? When you work with an adult, so if you doing a group therapy or anything, either you give them a brush or see, like, if you want to go with the hand techniques, just they want to mess up with their hands, right? That is again another way of working with the art therapy. So that again gives you more of the things, like how the child enjoys that or how the individual is enjoying that. Because again, when you dip your hand into the color, right, so that is again a stress relieving for many of them.
Yes. In fact, while
So
listening that, I think I get that feeling of playfulness. Possible.
exactly. So do try it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, that's sounding interesting. So there's also one question from Rakesh that can art heal a loss and trauma?
Exactly, it can. It
Okay.
can. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
working with post traumatic disorders, and it will take time. It's time consuming. When you're working with any particular disorder and you want to heal them, it is going to be time consuming, because first thing that the patient has to be willingness for, like, to let go that thing and to come out of that scenario. You
Mm-hmm.
need to put in a lot of effort. If it is your family mates, and if that person is into it, then you have to put a lot of effort, because uh, if he has lost somebody so close, अगर grief
Mm-hmm.
में है, so you need to do various techniques, and you need to counsel them. And if it is needed, if it is an acute phase, तो medical therapy का भी लेना जरूरी है, help. Otherwise it will be difficult. But yes, it can, art therapy can definitely heal, because you will be able to understand to what core
Mm.
level that person is in trauma.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. There's also a question from Sarah about please mention application of art therapy in children. So I think Sarah, we are already discussing on that. It's coming with a different type of other questions. Is there anything in particular that you would like to say, Preeti, on that? Applications of art therapy in children?
When you talk about application, it can be anything. Like, as I said, you give them poster colors or crayons, or ask them, you give them a wall to paint on it. Like, okay, this is your wall, you do whatever you want. And then instead of scolding, एक डांट से better एक appreciation का word दे दो, that will work for a kid. Like,
Okay.
then you be a part of this creation, that, like, mother and father and kid, they are doing something, so that again builds this a strong bond between the parent and the
All
child.
the three
So
of
these
them.
are,
Yeah.
yeah, so these all are factors. Like, this is how you can apply with the child. Again, when it's a toddler, आप उसको पेंसिल दे देते हो, पेपर दे देते हो स्क्रिबल करने के लिए, बैक, बिकॉज यू वांट टू सी एंड देन यू एंजॉय. बट जब बड़ा होता है और जब वो वॉल पे स्क्रिबल करता है, तब आप उसी चीज के लिए उसको डांट लगाते हैं. नाउ यू सी द डिफरेंस, right? So this is how things work. So it can be anything. You sit with your child, give them poster colors, ask him to apply on the canvas the way he or she wants to, and be a part of it. You can see the bond different. You can see the the emotional attachment in a different level. So it works in all the possible ways.
Lovely. So, Preeti, there are more questions. And I think Rakesh is asking about what are the key skills for an art therapist should have, and how much does an art therapist make in India? So, yeah, if somebody's looking at, I think that's a $1 million question.
See, talking about how much, like how people are making in India considering art therapy,
Yeah,
people are just got aware about it, and they are getting, inclined towards it, towards this new therapy, and they are exploring. But still, it is an awareness program, so people are, not everybody is relying on it. So still, it is taking little bit of time. बट हाँ, जब डूडल और जेंटेंगल की आप बात करेंगे, जहाँ वर्कशॉप्स होते हैं, पीपल विल हैप्पीली गो एंड डू इट, बिकॉज वो लिमिटेड है. ठीक है, इट्स जस्ट फॉर अ फन पार्ट, बट दे आर नॉट अवेयर कि वो कहीं ना कहीं एक थेरेपेटिक वर्क कर रहा है उनके लिए. बट अगर आप
right.
पर्टिकुलर थेरेपी का नाम दोगे, तो पीपल विल टेक अ स्टेप बैक, नहीं, मुझे इसमें नहीं जाना है. सो स्टिल पीपल आर गेटिंग यूज्ड टू इट. It's not that people are not accepting it, they are. So yes, it is going to take time, as a psychologists are still struggling to remove the stigma and taboo. Okay, it is not harmful to go and talk to a psychologist or a psychotherapist, right? It's same like
Yeah,
that. So
okay.
yes, as a fun part, people are going for all such programs, but spending money for this art therapy, a client will definitely hesitate, because still people are not aware to that level, right? Sorry, what was the other question that he asked?
So, actually, his question was that if, say, for example, somebody wants to pursue as an art therapist,
Okay,
so what is
right.
the kind of career growth they have, or what kind of how much do they make? So basically, if somebody is going as a livelihood from art therapy,
It's
what is
difficult.
the kind of
It's
it's
difficult over in India.
because
But
right
yes,
now it's at a nascent stage.
yeah. But I would say, like, cities like Mumbai, Bangalore, they are widely accepting it, and they are conducting, 2 months or 3 months of program, and this is how they are teaching art therapy, expressive art therapy की जब बात करते हैं. But yes, when you want, if you want to pursue it in abroad countries and you want to practice it, definitely there is a lot of money you can make it up.
Cool.
Over here,
Right.
still difficulty is there because stigma is still attached. But yes, if you want to take art therapy in a fun manner in the society, then there is a possibility where you can attract people, and you do a therapeutic research work on that part.
Absolutely. So his next question was, what are the kind of skills required by your art therapist?
First thing, you should know how to interpret the drawing. What are the things that you need to take care of it when you're interpreting it? Second of all, you need to have a lots and lots of patience, because when you're working with the patient, you have to have, because they will not come up that easily in front of you, right? Third thing, when you interpret it, how you are presenting that in front of the patient and the family members, that is again very important. And the way you design your therapy sessions with your client as per the individual's need.
Absolutely. I think, Rakesh, that's very well clearly mentioned process of how to go about being a skilled therapist with art as well as otherwise. Are there any kind of disadvantages with art therapy? That's also a question that I have.
I don't think so. There is any disadvantage when you conduct an art therapy.
Okay.
If you don't want to go with that therapeutic purpose, you can definitely use it as a fun purpose because it's all creative and creativity can go to an any level.
Okay. Absolutely. How long does the art therapy take to be effective? So, on an average, how many sessions or how much time does it take to for a
Uh,
result to come in?
Generally it takes like 15 to 20 sessions, but again, it differs from individual to individual how much it takes. Because if you're taking a time to build a rapport with the person, right,
Mm,
then it can delay. And how the person is reciprocating you, conducting other follow-up sessions, and how you are taking it, right? If you are seeing the positive result out of it in 2 3 sessions, then it can be you can end up the sessions in a month, or like basically in 10 sessions also. So
okay.
it differs from individual to individual.
Okay.
So again, when you are
Right.
doing it where you are putting art therapy and counseling together, so you can
Mm,
see what are the possibilities as well. Or if you are totally going through
mhm.
art therapy sessions, then there is a possibility it can differ. Yeah.
Okay. Great. Uh, okay. So there's a very, I think the question is somebody's asked that what is the theory behind art therapy?
See, theory basically, art has been conducting since many years. If you do a Google and if you see that, it's been done since years and years. If you see that our ancestors used to paint on a wall, अगर caves में
Yes.
जाके देखते हैं, and they are communicating through to the to the
Mhm.
society, they are putting a message on the cave through a drawing.
Mm,
So ये सालों से चला
mm,
आता है और चल ही रहा है. It's just we have given a twist to it to understand the non-verbal things that that individual is not able to put it in words. It's a non-verbal communication that we are putting it and trying to understand the individual. क्योंकि जनरली क्या होता है, कभी बच्चा बोलता भी है तो हम उसको सुनते नहीं है,
mm,
वो क्या कन्वे करना चाहता है हम समझते नहीं है. So drawing is a way, it is a source to connect his words to us.
mhm.
राइट. अभी बहुत सिंपल सा छोटा सा एग्जांपल देना चाहूंगी. अगर किसी के पास पेट है बट वो जब कुछ बिहेव करता है तो आप समझ जाते हो कि उसको क्या चाहिए, व्हाट ही इज आस्किंग फॉर. He cannot speak, but you are emotionally connected to that level that you can't let your pet be alone for time being also, right? But
So,
generally when we are working with individuals, even though they are able to speak, we are not able to understand the words that what child is trying to put in, because we are distracted somewhere. We have many things going in our head as an adult, because we have to take so many responsibilities, we are going through a lot. So somewhere one single things are missed out.
mhm.
That's why we have nannies, that's why we have at times pet के लिए भी हम एक आदमी रखते हैं, right?
Right.
but but art is one of the way, like when the child is drawing, uh, when he's I give you a very good example, which was my first eye opening for me when I was conducting an art therapy session with a 3-year-old kid. uh, he came to me with the problem of depression. 3.5-year-old kid, I'm talking about
Okay.
6 years back,
So I'm
right?
I'm
That was
I'm
an
I'm assuming that the parents would have bought it, or what the child who came.
Yes. See, now this example why I'm giving is that will help our listeners also to understand. We cannot just say it's a depression, but emotional disturbance, I would rather say. He was growing through a lot because of the home environment. right? Whatever was going on, he chose color, something which his father used to wear, and he was attracted to it. He was inclined towards that color. So over here, the definition of color analysis is also done, right? Through that drawing, I was able to understand what the emotional state of the child, and that was an eye opener for me in my the practicing tenure, that the parents needs to understand that what they are behaving in front of the child, they need to understand that the child can listen, can understand, can observe you. You just don't say that he is a 3-year-old kid or 5-year-old kid, he cannot understand. No, he is much more keen observer than an adult is. So whenever he did that, that was like, the child is communicating to us because the words are not that clear. So art is coming since years to us. It's just we never paid attention to it.
Okay, makes sense. There's a question that Preeti, that is there any specific course of art therapy that you would recommend if somebody wants to pursue it in India?
Sure. Like in India, I guess in Mumbai only there is one of the program is going on for expressive art therapy courses are going on for couple of months. You can definitely Google it. You will be getting more information about it. I guess in Bangalore also you can find few courses like that. So now people have started presenting these courses in India.
Mm-hmm.
If you see in abroad, there are already such courses are available. Like
Mm-hmm.
2 years of course or 3 years of course, like that. Diploma courses are available in abroad. You can do even online courses also. When there is one of the lady Kathy. Kathy, you can research it. She's practicing art therapy since years. So you can do online courses for that, and you can start practicing. So there is no, you can do many things. In India, there are already in Mumbai and Bangalore. You can find it out.
Absolutely. That's a great help for people who wants to look through it.
Yes.
There's one case being shared by one of the viewers, Lavina. A student uses a lot of pressure while writing. She is not able to hold a pen lightly and write. What can what can it be, or what can be done? What can be done?
What is the age of the person? I need to know.
You need to know the age, and I'm sure Lavina, if you are hearing us, please do write down on your comment only what is the age of the child, of the student, so that she can share more on it. And then I'm going to the next question. Difference between Akanksha counseling and psychotherapy should, oh, sorry, difference between counseling, psychotherapy and art therapy. Uh,
Okay.
that's,
Um,
you want to give it in a one liner?
okay. Psychotherapy, basically, like, this is what my understanding is. Like, psychotherapy is all about psychological testings, and then you do, cognitive behavior therapy and other therapies together. But when
Hmm.
you do an art therapy, you can definitely merge both the things, cognitive behavior therapy and art therapy, and you can conduct the sessions, and the results are different. So it is not
Hmm.
limited, right? So
Hmm.
art therapy can be merged with anything. So
Hmm.
there is no boundaries with it.
Okay. Uh, can you pretty share some cases, eminent cases, an eye opener like one you said of a 3-year-old, or any
Yeah.
other cases that you have had it in your practice that can be insightful to already watching us?
Uh, yeah. So as I discussed about 3-year-old cases and one of the cancer patient that I
Yes.
had,
Yes.
right. One more case is one more, if I would like to share that, which I had in clinical setting. Uh,
Hmm.
10-year-old kid having a problem to not to go to school, and the demand was to have this Doraemon with him. So as
Okay.
far as so the condition was like that I need a Doraemon, and if you can't get me the Doraemon in real life, I will not be going to school. And that kid used to run away from home. Like school जाकर भी वापस आ जाता था. So many things happened. So I started my rapport building sessions with him. I asked him to draw in second sessions, and he drew something I don't remember much, but he drew, and which was very hazy, and the picture was like, the confidence was low. The problem was with the parents also, because parents were not able to understand him. There was no motivation given to the child, and he was a little bit depressed and taken aback. So the demands was like that, because Doraemon was able to fulfill all the demands of the Nobita, so he wants something like that. So his demands were not being fulfilled by the parents, and this was the child was doing to run away from home or to run away from the school or sitting outside some shop. So he was doing that. After a few sessions, like art therapy and counseling of the parents and the kid, everything happened. I remember in 10th session, again, when the drawing were seen throughout the entire process of 10 sessions, he drew a car. I still have that picture in my mind. He drew a car perfectly fine, with beautiful color filled in the car, and no colors have gone out. No, just like if you see the first drawing and the last drawing, you can see the difference, the huge difference in the child drawing. So that says, when having said that, when the child is disturbed, you can see the drawing of the child, how he is presenting to you, and when the sessions are happening, right, and then you see the changes in the drawing, then you can see the current state of the mind of the child. So
Nice.
it differs even if you do it with adult. So one first session drawing and the last session drawing, you definitely, whenever you do it, to our
Mm,
listeners and viewers, if you compare
mm,
both the things, there will be a drastic change in the drawing also. So that will give
mm.
you like what is the current state of the mind, and that will again help you how to move forward with the session.
Right. So I think there's one question that's there. I think we're almost at the fag end of the session. There's one question that what if the client doesn't want to draw or paint?
That's okay. You cannot force anybody. You uh, if you want him to understand, if he is able to speak, then let him speak out, because first thing first, you need to build a rapport with the patient, right?
And
If
then go
you
ahead with
can't,
the kind of
then
therapy
go
that you
ahead.
want to use.
Exactly, because you need, unless and until you are not building the rapport with the patient, you will not be able to reach anywhere, right?
Absolutely.
Or so
That's
that
the
is
first step
first thing.
towards.
Yes, so you need to do that, and then slowly and gradually, when the patient start trusting you and having confidence in you, if you want to go for art therapy, if you ask him to do, I guarantee you, he'll be doing it. Even a scribble part or anything, a flower or anything, but he will be doing it. So once the rapport is established, once the trust and confidence is there, the patient's trusting you, then things can work very well with you.
Absolutely. Very well. Preeti, are there any more eminent cases or very insightful cases before we end up or wrap up you want to share with us?
See,
So
many
that
cases I've gone through, like if I speak about this 3-year-old kid and the changes that are able to bring in the cancer patient life, and these cases that I've seen. See, many cases are there, but there are very few which, that gives you a little bit of instinct, like, how difficult it is. Uh, while my research, while collecting my data and everything, I have been to many places. I have been to municipality school. I have been to handicap school also. I have been to normal school also. I have paintings like nearly 1500 to 2000 when I was doing my research. Many things which came to my mind, that there are so many kids who have lack of you know liabilities or something, like, if somebody wants to work with a computer and they're not having it, they're presenting it in the form of drawing, because it is there in the back of their mind. If somebody is having um, a problem, a behavioral issue, or something is very wrong at their home and they are not able to put up, it is definitely going to depict in their drawing. So
mm,
I have many cases that I have seen, one drawing which has hit me very badly. I don't know where the child was. He has seen that. I did not got a chance to talk to that child when I was during my research. he hanged himself through a flag. He showed that. So there are many things that kids are going through and they are not projecting it in the words, but they are depicting in their drawing. So if you see any disturbing things in the child's drawing, like he's hanging something is because what happens is either he has seen something in the TV or something like that, either he has heard it, or there is there in his mind somewhere, it is there in his subconscious mind. So if you figure out that there is something wrong in the drawing, please talk to your kid. Please don't miss it. Even it works with the adult also. So not only with kids, it works with the adults also. But if you see anything wrong, don't wait. Talk to your kid. Try to understand them, what is wrong with them, and then
Hmm.
take an action. Because one simple ignorance can lead to many things which we are not aware of.
Great. I think that makes a really good sense. Preeti, I think one last question before we go. And
Sure, sure,
can
sure.
doodling can be taken for analysis? Can be considered for analysis?
I have not done the analysis of doodling yet, but I will be looking forward. I myself as an artist, so I do doodling for de-stressing myself. So yeah, somewhere it can be analyzed, but I have never done analysis of the doodling. But I'll be thinking for it.
Absolutely. So yes, so we are at the end of the session, and I think I had a great time understanding what and how he goes about. And I'm sure all of you who are watching the session, you would have had a resourceful session. And I would like to thank Preeti that she valuable time and lot of information about how to go about the entire art therapy. Um, so I would like to thank Preeti. I would like to thank all of you who have been watching us. And yeah, we are at the end of the session. Before I end the session, I have a few announcements to make. Um, so yeah, first thing first, thank you for joining all of you. And tomorrow's session is going to be about family and systemic. And guess what? I'm going to be the guest there. So yeah,
Oh
I'm going to
wow!
be on the other. I'm going to be on the other side, and that's going to be the session. That's going to be me tomorrow on the other side. And yeah, we are almost at with a psychologist. So there will be a couple of 2 to 3 more sessions before we end it up in the next week. So if you guys have any particular topic in mind that you want us to call any those topics guys put in the session, then you can put it in the comment section. So we will see how we can go about calling such experts in that particular topic. If you have, please put it on the comment section, and we'll go about seeing how we can go about it. Okay. And
Thank
yeah, so thank you everybody once again. Thank you,
yeah.
Preeti, and
Thank you.
see you tomorrow at 4. See you tomorrow at
Okay.
4, and have a good evening.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Miss
Bye,
Ba, and
everybody.
it was